Hey, good morning again from beautiful Kota Kinabalu in Sabah, Malaysian Borneo. Today it's second day. I got back here for a brief short trip. So I'm gonna do a bit of a walkthrough today to take you through of the improvements and the fixes that have been done over the last 5 weeks. Because it's been a while since I got back. It was back in January, early January. Now it's in middle of February, and by next month, in about 2 weeks from now or 3 weeks, we're gonna use this vehicle to tour around Sabah and going to visit a few places, interesting places, and basically showcasing the story of this place and together with this Pajero. I'm gonna do a bit of walkthrough and just to show what has been fixed, what replacement parts have been done, and externally it's not that much, but in fact there are actually a lot of things that have been done over the last few weeks. And of course, in general, the paint work, nothing has been done with the paint work. That's gonna be the last things, or one of the last things that I will do. But in the meantime, it's really just about fixing all the mechanical parts of this vehicle, and a lot of has been done actually. And one of them is we actually replace the whole body mounting of this vehicle. Actually, not just the body mounting, we also actually replace all the suspension bushings, the rear. Yeah, it was, and if you can see here, I guess that's the body mounting, right? That's the body mounting, and was able to buy the parts a few weeks ago, and it got replaced, and it actually improved a lot, right? Imagine this vehicle was built in 1993. The body mounting was never ever replaced, and with that, if you drive on the road, it's significantly improved, and you can feel the difference when as you drive, through small bumps. It actually absorbs them. So there are 12 locations or 12 parts of the body mounting around the vehicle. They all look alike. Hopefully I can share the photo here. And there are actually two slightly different ones right in the front. My part here, this one here, this is actually broken. I ordered a part recently, got it from China. Hopefully it fits, and yeah, see, it's broken there. And what else? Yes, the body mounting. The body mounting was also replaced, and that was actually really bad, because when it was taken off, we found out that the body mounting literally is gone, and it was basically, the engine is just floating, right? So it was really that bad. And now that it has been fixed, the ride is much smoother, and there's really less vibration that goes into the cabin, so which is a great improvement. So if you notice, I got this beautiful floor mat, originally from Japan, and this is a great addition to this vehicle. And as you can see, this is the original V series floor mat, especially built for this Pajero. And if you notice this part here, it's specially made. As you can see, the contour, it's here, right? Nicely made. And this is an extremely rare item. I was just lucky that day when it was sold online. I was able to snap it up real quick, and now I have it. And what's nice with this one is you can actually just there's a clip here. You just take it off, right, if you want to replace. And it has that nice Pajero writing in the middle, which is great. Got a couple more fixes. I got this floor mat, not floor mat, floor, whatever you call this, floor cover from China. This is especially for the Pajero V46 or V series because it has a nice cut here. It fits very nicely. So I just got the battery replaced last night with higher amperage, and which supposedly to improve the whole electrical system. And there's still a bit of the fixes that needs to be done. This one here, this one's missing, and the part is actually trying to get this part here. The strap is bad, needs a replacement already. Right, this one almost came off. And I did a bit of repainting this yesterday because it was really faded last time. And let me see if I can put the video of it when I just got the vehicle back in November, so you can see the comparison. This was also replaced, right? This was replaced, and wasn't able to get this part here, but see, as you can see, there's a color difference, so that's not so nice. But otherwise it is much better than how it used to be, right? How it used to be. Was able to get this part also, this assist grip. This is actually very hard to get. Even if you can get it, it's the original part is actually quite expensive, and this is also a Chinese version. Of course, it doesn't look as nice as the original Mitsubishi, but it does the job. The color blends not too badly, right? And a lot of missing parts like this, the seat belt stopper. So I was able to get the seat belt stopper, sell it very cheap. And this one was missing as well before, so instead of replacing everything, just get that seat belt stopper, and now it works. That's the job, right? That's the job. The same one here, it was missing as well before, because previously this actually went all the way down. And I think I made a video about this tape player, which I got replaced. And this is a classic tape player. It's actually really nice, but of course we don't get tapes that easily nowadays. So, but instead there's a Bluetooth player that comes with it, and you can just sync with your Spotify, which is I like it, so I can have all my music for the journey next month. Managed to get the antenna for this because this is no longer working. There's a problem with the antenna system, and normally it's the plastic parts inside that breaks after a couple of years, so this doesn't work anymore. I don't know whether the whole mechanism it's broken or not, but I was able to get a replacement, and hopefully we would have time to get it fixed. Otherwise it's not critical. Now let's look at the engine bay. Got this nice keychain as well. This is the Pajero V83 keychain. So there's a series of these keychain sold in Japan, all the from the first generation until the fourth generation. So I also managed to get the second generation, the V series, and it's just waiting for to be delivered. And another repair that was done was, because previously in my video I mentioned about there's leak, air leak that happened from this vent here, which actually causes this windscreen problem. If you can see this kind of problem, there's no way to fix this, but I was able to get a replacement windshield from Japan. It is actually not directly from Mitsubishi, but there's this company, Japanese company called Fuya or something, so they still produce them, and it is the high grade windscreen from Japan, and it's nice. It's a bronze tin on it, and let me just try to see if I can show that video. So it is actually very, very nice, and I'm just waiting for the time when we have the chance to replace, when I'm gonna do the repainting and everything, and get the windscreen replaced, and hopefully that would improve the overall look of this vehicle, because that part there, this part here, it really looks ugly, right? Really looks ugly. So hopefully through that there will be a good enhancements. Didn't get to wash the car yesterday. It was raining. I think it's raining every day here at the moment, towards the end of the monsoon season. So the monsoon season normally lasts from October to March, so it's leading towards the end, so there's a lot of rain, so I'm not gonna wash it. I also ordered a replacement of this, because this is not so nice anymore. It's no longer possible to get it brand new. It's no longer possible, so you can only source from eBay to find this badge. This golden stripe here, it's supposed to be golden, right? But I was able to get the replacement, just waiting for it to be arrived. So once we got this and everything, we will actually try to repaint everything. And it's the same thing for this one. This is no longer available. There are people who do make custom of this, but it doesn't look as nice as the original one. This part was broken before. For some reason, I think they drove this vehicle and it got, something was hit. So this was possible to get this from China, but it doesn't fit extremely well. So you have to take note of that if you plan to replace this. And yeah, this is how it looks like. Not the best, not the best. Previously this glass here was broken, not broken, there was a glass stain. It was old, and I was able to get the whole this fender mirror. But what Almer did was just got the mirror replaced, because apparently the one that I got was for Pajero V mod, the wide body version. So this is how it looks like now. So even this was being an old car, the screw was a bit rusty, and I was able to get the similar screws and got this replaced. So of course it looks much nicer now. So we're now driving, just have a feel of this vehicle on the road, and it's 9:30 a.m. in Kota Kinabalu. It's no longer a rush hour, so I wanted to avoid the jam just now, and it's been raining over the last 2 days, so it's a bit difficult to take the video. But hopefully today I'm just gonna drive around and feel this vehicle as you navigate through the city of Kota Kinabalu in North Borneo, Malaysian Borneo. So this is an old cassette player which I got this replaced. It was previously a Sony cassette player or radio player, and I got this replaced using this original version, and this has a tape player. But in order for me to be able to play my favorite music, I got this Bluetooth enabled tape. Most of you probably have not seen this kind of tape before, right? So I got this tape, and now because it's Bluetooth enabled, I'm able to play my favorite music on this one, and I can just sync my phone, and using Spotify, literally I have unlimited songs inside this Pajero. Now I can play my Spotify, so I name it as Pajero because that's the Bluetooth connection. And this is the beauty of this amazing product. So your old cassette player is now modern. It's Bluetooth enabled, and you can play any song on Spotify, and I think that's cool enough. I don't have to bring a lot of tapes or to travel with me. And I actually gotten a CD player as well, just for the sake of trying to make this as though it's an original factory version of the Pajero. So got the body mounting replaced and engine mounting replaced. Everything, it feels much nicer now to drive, as the body mounting being built in this vehicle was built in 1993, and of course the body mounting has never been replaced before, and as time goes by everything gets hardened, and when rubber parts get hardened, then of course it's not able to absorb all the vibration within the vehicle. So I got that replaced about last month, and everything feels much nicer now to drive, as even if it's then uneven surfaces, it absorbs all the those small bumps and vibration. So I would recommend, if you have an old Pajero, probably invest into replacing the body mountings. And I explained earlier as well, the engine mounting has been replaced, and that actually also makes it even much nicer to drive. And if you're inside this vehicle, you would actually notice for sure, because it feels nice. So totally worth the investment, and it's not even that expensive, because I got the body mounting from China, because the original parts, they were extremely expensive, and for me, I don't mind maybe just get the replaced first and see how it goes. vehicles, but it is actually good. I don't think it will break that soon, so even if it's gonna last for 2 or 3 years, I think that's still good enough for me. Kota Kinabalu is a coastal city. It's a beautiful place, as you can see. It's so green. It's located by the sea and has this beautiful, they call it a floating mosque, built just next to the sea, and everything is so gorgeous here. Even if you look at the sky, it's so blue. Being located in northern Borneo, it's protected from earthquake, it's protected from typhoon, although there were typhoon here before, but in general it's a great place for businesses and for tourism, yes, for sure, because there are a lot of islands around here and people travel here quite often, and we have a lot of tourists coming in to this place, to Kota Kinabalu. So I'm just testing this Pajero right now. So it's really smooth, driving at 80 kilometers per hour. Feels like driving a truck, but you know, being a vehicle from the 90s, it is not built. This is not built for speed. It is built for reliability, efficiency, and durability. So it is not for speed, and it's still a pleasure to drive. It just feels like you're driving a truck, but also an SUV at the same time. So this is the beauty of Kota Kinabalu. It's a coastal town, it's a coastal city, so you can see the islands right across, some islands there. I'm not going to drive into town actually because it's a bit congested, but if you can see right in the background, you can see the peak of Mount Kinabalu. Not sure if you can see this from here. So Mount Kinabalu is one of the highest mountains in Southeast Asia, and it's about 2 hours drive from Kota Kinabalu, and it's a very scenic place. So hopefully next month during my trip I will be able to have a closer view of Mount Kinabalu, and you get to see it, how beautiful this place is. So really smooth, this Pajero now, and the only noise that you can hear is actually those third row seats, and of course some tire noise, but otherwise it is now really a pleasure to drive it compared to just a couple of months ago when I first got it. Like, everything was broken, the suspension system was bad, and everything was broken, right? So it has been a journey to restore this slowly. There's the Sabah Foundation building and the government building. So there's a lot of government headquarters located right here in Likas, which is Likas Bay, or Tanjung Lipat, whatever you call it. Right here, not too far from the center of Kota Kinabalu. So currently just try to drive it, just to have a feel of this vehicle after all the major replacement, the body bushing, and in fact at the bottom of the vehicle, I forgot to mention, we also there was a missing guard at the bottom of this vehicle, and I managed to get that, and this has been installed, because I have no idea why did they remove that.